As the years passed, ARHUANRAN kept growing and growing and growing. Before long, he was no longer like every other man. He stood taller, he was stronger, his body looked like it was carved out of a stone. People who saw him could hardly believe their eyes. They began calling him a giant. While ordinary men struggled to lift heavy loads, ARHUANRAN carried massive boulders as though they weighed nothing. People would stop whatever they were doing just to watch him. Some cheered, some stood there in complete silence. Others simply shook their heads and said, "This man is not ordinary." His strength became the talk of the entire kingdom. Soon, stories about ARHUANRAN began spreading from village to village. Some said he once uprooted an entire palm tree, not to build with it, not to fight with it, but to sweep the whole city of Benin like it was an ordinary broom. Was it true? Well, nobody knows for sure, but that's the story people passed from one generation to another. Another legend was even more unbelievable. People said the famous Benin moat, the massive trench surrounding the kingdom, wasn't dug by thousands of workers. They believed ARHUANRAN giant's footstep carved it into the earth as he walked. Whether fact or legend, one thing was certain: his name was bigger than what people saw at that time. Whenever Benin went to war, ARHUANRAN was always at the front. The moment enemies seized him, fear entered their hearts. Some dropped their weapons, others fled before the battle even began. He fought with courage, he fought with strength, and victory followed wherever he went. No warrior could ever match him. But despite all his strength, one thing continued to trouble him. Every day, his younger brother Osawe received lessons on how to rule. The chiefs advised him, the elders guided him, the kingdom already saw him as the next Oba. ARHUANRAN watched from a distance. He said nothing, but deep down, the wound never healed, because he knew the truth. The throne should have been his, but it was taken away from him. Years later, Oba Ozolwa became old. He knew his time on earth was coming to an end, so he made a decision. He gave the throne of Benin to Osawe. As for ARHUANRAN, he gave the dukedom of Udo. It was an honor, but everyone knew it wasn't the throne. It was the king's way of keeping peace between his two sons. ARHUANRAN accepted the land of Udo, but accepting Udo did not mean he had forgotten about the throne.